Hello everybody, hello again, it's Dark Mario 1000, more for Pokemon 4th generation Wi-Fi battles. In this battle, we kick it off. Let's go ahead and get it started with my stylus. Alright, so I'm getting battled by Kaipo. Alright, so, it's funny, the first Pokemon I send out is my Staraptor. He sends out a Staraptor too. So it's kind of hilarious that we were thinking the same thing. We intimidate each other, so that's obviously going to happen. There's no other way around that. Oh well. So, I'm a little sad that his Staraptor is faster than my Staraptor, but you know what? I didn't let that get in my way because my Staraptor is awesome, even though it's slower than his Staraptor. Seriously. I still think my Staraptor is awesome. Brave Bird does that much damage, and Jesus. Recoil pretty much almost takes him out. I go for a U-turn because I'm like, okay, we won't get anywhere with this battle. But I already see that he almost KO'd my Staraptor, which is stupid if you ask me. I send out Electivire because, hey, I want to do something about this. I imagined he was going to switch to something, but he just kept with Scouter. So yeah. And Brave Bird isn't very effective, so I can easily set up my barrier against him, since my Electivire is quite defensive, if you should know, guys. So the only way how Electivire might survive is if he doesn't get critical hits. If he doesn't get a critical hit, then he's okay. So I go for another barrier, just because. My defense is now up by 4 stages, which is great. So I think this turn I go on the offensive. And again, he uses Brave Bird. I would have used a normal type if you ask me. So I go with an Ice Punch. The reason why I didn't choose Thunder Punch was because, number one, I'm already confident that Electivire would have been able to take it out. But if he switched to a Pokemon, that was ground, well, that'd be bad for me. Speaking of ground, here comes Electivire's main weakness, a Steelix. So I go for the Fire Punch because that's all I can really do. I can already see an Earthquake coming up, but he surprises me. He doesn't go for an Earthquake. He goes for the Stealth Rock. My god, I hated him. I hated Kaipo for that. Jesus. The Stealth Rock, jeez. Once I get my Registeel, I'll be able to abuse Stealth Rock. Jesus. So, I go again for the Fire Punch. I hope for God that I can get Burn Hacks, but I don't. He uses Roar and sends out Mufuha, which of course is horrible because now Stealth Rock pretty much takes out its HP like that. Jeez. But it's a good thing because Steelix's attack lowered, which was awesome. Unfortunately, Steelix has, leftovers, which is bad. So I go for a close combat, hopefully that it will KO. But of course, Steelix is like, what, the second best Pokemon in defense? Like, the second best, the first best being Shuffle, obviously. So, Steelix pretty much, well, survives and takes it like a boss, I guess. So he roars again, and here comes Electivire again, which is crap, because now the barrier won't work. The barrier that I put up, the 4 stages, yeah, it won't work anymore because Electivire got roared, so that even sucked more. So I still try to go for Burn Hacks, and Burn Hacks, I don't get any Burn Hacks. Nope, the game doesn't want me to get Burn Hacks. Steelix uses the Earthquake. As always, I come equipped with Electivire's main goodness. Yep. A Shuka Berry, and Earthquake does that much damage. My opponent was probably surprised because, well, yeah. I was surprised that Electivire survived that too because, and now that I rewatched my video, I see that, Staraptor, Intimidate, it was kind of obvious. Steelix still survives, and he roars, which is even worse. So out comes Booburn, my Magmortar, and Jesus, here comes the Stealth Rock. Yep, taking out 1/4 of my HP. And I would have rathered Magmortar come out first before anybody else, or else we wouldn't have taken that damage. Because Steelix is a defensive wall. It is like awesome in defense. But its special defense is lacking. If Magmortar would have come out earlier, well, yeah, you know how that goes. So here comes Ambipom, alright? Ambipom, I already see this coming, guys. Fake out. I don't have any other Pokemon to just nullify Fake out. I have to take it like a boss. So, I see how much it's doing. I'm like, Jesus! Why did it do that much? And I see that it's Life Orb. It has Life Orb, which is wow. And you know what made me mad? I didn't get any burn hacks. Magmortar has Flame Body. It should have been able to take it out. Seriously. So you know, guys, I lost a Pokemon, and this time I just used 2 other Pokemon because, well, it's no sense in keeping them out. Stealth Rock is gonna KO them. It's no sense in, you know, keeping them out. So here comes Milotic. Milotic handles the Stealth Rock like a boss. Ambipom uses Taunt, which is okay because I was planning on attacking anyway. So I go for the Surf for same type attack bonus. So yeah, and Surf does that much damage to Ambipom mainly because of its poor special defense. And then I get myself a Flame Orb, which is just fine with me. So Ambipom then uses U-turn. He goes to U-turn. In this turn I didn't use Surf because I knew I would have KO'd it with Ice Beam. Here's something that's a little bit hilarious but sad. Yep, he sent out Crobat, a potential threat. I already used Ice Beam just because I knew it would KO Ambipom anyway, so yeah, I used Ice Beam. Look what it does. That much damage. It's super effective. And I got freeze hacks. Yeah. I'm sure my opponent was pretty PO'd right there. Kaipo was obviously PO'd. Come on, freeze hacks? I was trying to get burn hacks on the frickin' Steelix and, you know, geez, I get freeze hacks on the Crobat. Now, this is a mistake, guys. I accidentally got Surf, and, you know, when I thought about it afterwards, I was like, oh, I should have used Ice Beam. I should have used Ice Beam because Ice Beam is obviously the one that would have KO'd it. Same type of attack bonus on Surf would have KO'd Crobat. So Milotic gets hurt by its burn, which is even worse because that means, well, it got hurt by its burn. So I had to take 2 burn damages right then and there, so that kind of stunk. That really did. Yep. So out comes, and my taunt wore off, which is even better. Out comes Ambipom. Here he comes, and I know what's coming. Fake out. I already knew that Milotic was going to go down this turn. I mean, come on, look. It survived with 15 HP. Ambipom faints because of Life Orb, but I faint because of burn hacks. Yep. I should probably set up a light screen, but I didn't care. Here comes Electivire. This guy had an Electivire this whole time. And I sent out Articuno, which is probably horrible because, first of all, Stealth Rock, you know, ouch. But you know what, guys? Electivire used Substitute, that's what, guys. But in all honesty, I had a Roost, so the whole, you know, Stealth Rock thing, it doesn't matter to me. It just means 1 turn I waste. Articuno, I just recently trained Articuno, which is awesome. I'm using Articuno in a battle. Electivire has leftovers, which is sucky. Kaipo goes for a Thunder Punch on Articuno, which obviously I'm like, will it survive? It probably could survive, and I'm thinking, oh my god, stop. It stops at 24 HP. Thank god. So I go for Ancient Power to see if I can get any stat hacks, and well, I don't. Plain and simple, I don't get any stat hacks. Substitute does fade, which is even better. So that's crap, if you ask me. Electivire, Kaipo went for a Substitute again. Surprisingly, he didn't want to get rid of me. I don't know why. So I use a Tailwind because I know that it doesn't matter, I'm going down anyway. But I use Tailwind, which is awesome because now I get to attack first. So I use the Ice Beam, well, just to get rid of the Substitute. Yeah. Tailwind, for those of you who don't know, it's a move that doubles each and every Pokemon in your party's speed. It doubles it for 3 turns. But Electivire goes for another substitute, which is like, what is he doing? So this time he goes for a Focus Punch, which is, yeah, that hurts. So I go for another Ancient Power, and, well, I don't get any stat hacks, but it doesn't really matter because, well, Electivire has the whole Focus Punch. Yep. Down goes Articuno. And the thing is, Tailwind parted out. I think that's what it said. Tailwind wore off. So here comes Gliscor, my last Pokemon. Aye. So he withdraws Electivire, which is even more crap because I went for the Earthquake, and Gengar with the whole Levitate, yeah, that really sucked. So he uses Shadow Ball, and I'm certain that Gliscor would be able to survive the Shadow Ball, but I'm not confident that Gliscor could survive 2. So yeah, I was right. It didn't survive 1, and Gliscor was obviously going to go down the next turn. So, yeah. That's pretty much how this battle went, guys. It was a tough battle. It was a battle of wits as well, because I did something stupid with Milotic. Oh well. So Kaipo beat me. Yep. This goes to show, guys. And there it was. So, another speculation time. I was talking to Kaipo, or whoever it was, I forgot what this name he used on Cerebi.net. It was hilarious. And it's not that he made me mad or anything, or it's not that I was mad, but, well, I was, though, slightly mad. Not because I was tired, but slightly, ow, my throat. He said something that just kind of made me throw off. So, I said I should have used Tailwind for Articuno in the beginning. Oops, I moved my DS. I should have used Tailwind in the beginning for Articuno, because then it'd be able to get first. And then he said that Articuno still would have been owned by T-Punch. And I was like, no it wouldn't. I would have used Roost and, you know, stuff, but he was like, I'm sure Articuno would have survived. He was like, nah, I don't think so. And before I have time to counter-argument, you know, he just leaves. And I don't have a problem with him leaving because, hello, outside world, I'm sure he had to go to bed. This was, like, played late at night. I was slightly peeved because he just underestimated my Articuno, especially the one I trained. He underestimated Articuno when, first of all, Articuno survived a Thunder Punch. It survived a Thunder Punch during the battle. So what do you mean Articuno would have survived a Thunder Punch? Secondly, if I used Tailwind, that means I would have gone first. And then, if I used Roost, when you use Roost, you lose your Flying type status for that one turn. So, Electivire used the Thunder Punch, excuse me, then I would have taken normal damage, so it would have survived. And then I could probably have time to actually do a Ancient Power and see if I can get stat hacks on it. So, yeah. Or I could just keep using Roost and then it could try to substitute some more. The only way how that wouldn't work would be Focus Punch. And Focus Punch was probably the main worry. But that was just a battle. Hey, my Articuno. It's pretty awesome, but I think Ancient Power kind of made me mad. I don't know if I should get rid of Tailwind and then replace it with Agility, because I mean Tailwind, I think it's great because it can double your speed, but I mean Agility is really just for Articuno to be faster, and it doesn't wear off unless you switch out. So yeah. But that's just me, I guess. Anyway, that's another Pokemon Platinum, 4th generation, Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. I think I said Pokemon twice, but I don't care. Dark Mario 1000, I guess I'll be seeing you for the next Pokemon 4th generation Wi-Fi battle. That's a long title. Bye-bye.